As promised, here is a review of the brand new Pixel XL2 from Google. There's a lot to like about this new phone, but there's also some crucial things that really hold the phone back. Let's get right into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Design. The Pixel XL2 features a 6-inch OLED screen with Quad HD Plus resolution. We'll get to that in a bit. The top of this bezel-less phone features a speaker part of the stereo setup. To the left of that is the front-facing camera. The bottom of the screen houses the second speaker. The back features an aluminum body with hybrid coating that has a matte feel to it, which feels pretty nice. This takes up most of the back. The top is a smooth glass. The back features the fingerprint sensor that, unlike other sensors of other flagships, has a matte feel to it, which feels pretty nice as well. The back also houses the 12.2 megapixel camera with f1.8 aperture. We'll go into the camera in a bit. So let's talk about that infamous screen that has dominated news outlets leading up to the release of this phone and immediately after. In my tests, I did find the hoopla regarding the screen as valid. Colors were extremely muted, especially when comparing them side by side with other flagship models. There is a clear difference. Blue shift is also quite noticeable. I know that blue shift is something that affects all OLED phones to some extent, but on this phone it's quite noticeable, even from the slightest angle change. There's an argument that an average consumer would not notice, but personally I think it's very easily noticeable, and even if the average consumer doesn't know what the term blue shift even means, it's clearly evident that something funky is going on the screen, even to them. Google has addressed some of these concerns and will be pushing a software update for the muted colors. I want to put a disclaimer out there though, that there is a mode that Google calls Vivid Mode already on the phone. But this mode, even when defaulted on, only boosts saturation by 10%. We'll have to wait and see if Google does deliver with the promised True Vivid Mode 2 in the later software. On the software front, as expected, this phone is a beast. Animations are fluid and buttery smooth. Everything works the way Google wanted it to work since this is stock Android. Something cool that Google added was a squeeze to the phone that brings up Google Assistant. In my testing, you have to press pretty firmly to invoke it, but they are sensitivity settings that you can adjust. Camera. The Google Pixel line has always been huge on their cameras. The Pixel XL2 is no exception. I took the phone out on a stroll with my iPhone 7 Plus to give you all a taste of the capabilities of this camera. In the first set of pictures, the shadows are detailed and overall it looks great on both. The difference can be seen on the pay at box sign. This appears much clearer on the Pixel, probably due to HDR. On the iPhone, however, the buildings in the back look a little bit more vivid. In this next set, we have two completely different color temperatures for the same picture. The iPhone looks a little warmer, while the Pixel looks a little cooler. True to life though, the warmer colors of the iPhone is more representative of what it actually looks like in real life. One place that without a doubt the Pixel wins is in HDR. The sky in every picture was shown beautifully compared to the blown out skies of the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's talk portrait mode. Portrait mode works for the most part very well. What I was surprised about is that it's not live. Once you enter portrait mode and take a picture, you have to go into your photos and see if the effect has been added or if it even worked. In my testing, portrait mode seems to only work on people. I tried using it on leaves only to find when opening up the photo in the Photos app, the effect was not added. This happened quite a few times and also with other objects like a bench. People on the other hand look incredible on the XL2. There are instances where some random objects are not blurred out and look a little bit odd, but faces look so sharp that the minor mishaps that will probably be improved through software updates make it forgivable. Overall, I am super impressed. How this phone stacks up with other flagship models like the iPhone X and Galaxy Note 8 is something I would like to see as more real-world instances occur. So that's my review of the Google Pixel XL2. Overall, the phone has some great features, but the biggest pitfall of the phone is the screen. For a phone that's $850, I can't recommend it since the screen really is as bad as it's being made out to be across the internet. The Pixel XL2 also doesn't have wireless charging and does not include a USB-C headphones to help make the lack of a headphone jack more bearable. I really expected the Pixel XL2 to be the biggest competitor to Apple's iPhone, but these pitfalls, though minor in numbers, are enough to really put a damper on the Pixel XL2 experience. Until next time, guys.